a thing. Hello. Welcome to the daily. What are we doing? We're doing political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here with us. It is it's officially the last day of my staycation, but we'll see. And then tomorrow's 4th of July, and I've got a whole other thing planned for tomorrow. But anyway, and I've got to thank Sarah for being here this week. You have just gone above and beyond, and thank you so very much. This is so great when you're here. You're awesome. You are awesome. So
thank you.
All right. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. And we have epic troll slayers who keep us safe. Thank you. And if you're watching this on replay, hi. Yes, what did you get yourself into? The questions are all down in the description. You can just go down. We timestamp them as we go. And so you can pick and choose what you're interested in. All right. I do have to say, though, we're going to begin with a little promotion of Mr. Hal Sparks. Yes. Because some of you were saying, what are they talking about 2,000 Mules? Well, the thing about 2,000 Mules is it's not worth watching unless you watch it. You watch the line-by-line commentary by Hal Sparks version, which is over on his website. And I'll put the link to parts 1 and 2 in the chat here in a minute, and I will add them to the comments after I'm done here. So, yeah. But I thought I would share with you just literally like a minute or two out of this. 2,000 Mules is where we'd start. And then we'll read on, what effect is this going to have? Is this a big deal? What have you? I do have to warn you, though, as clean as I like to keep this channel, there is some swearing. There is some swearing in these couple. Say again?
There's a couple of wordy dirds.
Yes, there are. It's only just. I'm just going to show you just a couple of minutes, though, to give you a sense of what it's like, because I highly recommend it. Okay, hang on. All right. So I'm going to do it this way and this way, so these guys can sit over here. There we go. All right, hang on. Come on. There. All right. Hello, everybody. All right. Oh, look. You can rest. I've got a chin rest. All right. What is it about? Okay. 2,000 Mules is a really stupid name for a stupid movie. And what it's about is it's this idea that the election was stolen. And it was stolen by a bunch of people being paid to go drop multiple ballots into drop boxes hither and yon. Mules as in like the equivalent would be like a drug mule for a drug dealer, where they're carriers of drugs over a distance or what have you. Well, this is the idea that there were these kind of, instead of like a drug mule, you've got like a vote mule. And that supposedly some people, there were warehouses full of ballots, and there were people dropping off multiple ballots at drop boxes, completely ignoring the fact that we were in the middle of COVID and people were dropping off ballots from their families, people in their households.
Yeah. I mean, I have a large family, and if we all voted by mail, only one of us would take the necessary trek to the post office to drop off everybody's ballot.
Right.
There would be no sense spending the time, the gas, or exposing of the germs for all of us to individually go bing, 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 bing.
Yes. So, and that was very good, Kevin.
That was, yeah.
All right, so let me pull this up. Well, we're just going to watch a couple minutes. I'm not trying to steal this thunder. Quite the contrary. I think because we are the new age political junkies that we are. It's good to know this kind of stuff, but watching the original will make your brain melt out of your ear, and you'll be beating your head against solid objects.
Yeah, and the right thinks that this is gospel.
Right.
This is what is quoted in the debate that you showed yesterday. I mean, they think this is gospel. So
right, and the reality is the upshot, from what I understand, is these people. There are some people who bought a whole bunch of data about where people were, and they mapped out where a lot of people were. I mean, when I mean people, I mean everybody in an area, and using their cell phone data and what have you, and then where the drop boxes were. And then every time somebody went back and forth past a drop box, the same person, they were like, that person's a mule. Whereas multiple companies have come out and said, we're a delivery company, and we've got people going back and forth there all the time. Hey, yeah, I've got like errands that I needed to run in that area. What the? Okay, so yeah. So don't believe a word of it. But the way Dinesh D'Souza is his name, and his wife Debbie, and they film in their house, and they write off their house. So you see them in the kitchen. They have a garage studio. You see them, doing this, that, and what have you. And so Dinesh D'Souza raised $12 million or something crazy, something like that, to make this documentary, mockumentary, mockable-mentary, to prove the election was stolen, which is bullpucky. But hogwash. Like I said, hogwash. Like I said, I'm not going to swear on my channel, but Hal Sparks is when I show a 2-minute clip. You have been warned. Let us share. Okay, how do I add you? Add to stream. There we go. All right. This is you're being dropped in about 51 and a half minutes into this, and this is Dinesh D'Souza in his kitchen talking to his wife Debbie, and they're talking about maybe getting in touch with this woman who bought all of this data that then parsed it into heaven knows what. All right, here we go.
What does our friend Catherine think about all this?
Catherine's been a little quiet, but I think that means that they're working on something. I think that you should give her a call and see what she thinks.
Oh my God, this is so posed.
Thanks.
Hi, I'm Catherine Engelbrecht,
Jesus Christ. This, what a jump. Wonder what Catherine's up to. Hi, I'm Catherine Engelbrecht from True the Vote. Hello. Pardon me while I do an ad for my bullshit.
and president of True the Vote.
Is that what I mean, look, I got my FaceTime game on. I'm aware I hold the phone up when I'm making a FaceTime call, so I'm not like, why is a frog calling me? We do that kind of stuff. But popping straight on from a live set.
Hey, Dinesh, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing fine. Hey, listen, I'm here with Debbie.
Hey, Catherine.
Hey, Debbie.
You know how crazy it is out there.
Yeah, it's crazy out there for a pimp.
Have you guys been digging into this whole...
Yeah, you guys wouldn't happen to base your entire organization on this bullshit and have coordinated with me previously to do a fake documentary about
issue of voter fraud?
Well, we have been
the production value. That's what I appreciate.
working on
Was it $12 million he scammed out of the people who funded this?
something big. It's probably best
Cheers.
we don't discuss it over the phone, but can we meet?
I don't know. We cannot meet. If they know, we know, we're done for. We're like those Australian guys who created a car engine that runs on water. A black helicopter picked them up and dropped them in a swamp full of alligators. Their last words were, "I was just trying to save people money." Why are they meeting buying the what do you in a dumpster? They can find. Did you have trouble finding the place? I hope so. We live in these containers.
I've been working with Greg Phillips. I don't know if I've ever introduced him to
What's this Greg Phillips person?
you, but he has a
I'm surprised they haven't got like fucking photographs, like the whole like they're being followed by the feds.
deep background
Hi, hello, hi. Thank you for meeting us in this undisclosed location.
in
Fucking, this is so trite.
election intelligence. He's worked
Does she know she's talking to the car? Shit, my phone's still hooked up to the car and she's still jabbering away.
projects all over the world. He's a massive 30-year experience. We decided to test a hypothesis.
All right, test the hypothesis. This doesn't look like a set at all. This looks like the actual place they were in.
And we went
Welcome to my containment fort.
really big.
Cheap throat.
And now
Oh my God, this is so much better than our living room / garage studio. You can write off this whole building? Do you have to shoot in every container or Jesus?
You're muted, dear.
Okay, so that's what that gives you a taste of kind of what we're dealing with there, and highly recommend it. Like I said, I'll put this. Oh, jeez. I will put the link in. So if the language doesn't bother you, that is I highly recommend. This is I'm putting in the chat right now. That is part 1, and there is a part 2 apparently, which I have not watched yet, but there is that. All right, parts 1 and 2. There's Hal Sparks.
Ricky, yes, it was Hal Sparks. Sorry, it's 2,000 Mules, as with Hal Sparks on commentary. But if nothing else, it's worth watching just so you catch the reference whenever the Trumpians are like, 2,000 mules, it's proof. No, it's not.
No, it's really not. And it's good to be informed. And if you came in late, I before I showed the clip, I was kind of semi explaining to the best of my ability what it is basically. So anyway, I highly recommend the Hal Sparks commentary on that. And yeah, so there is that. All right. So what I'm going to ask here is this complete waste of money and tape and inconvenienced electrons and garbage? What effect does this have ultimately? Janelle Espinoza saying even Ann Coulter came out to say the movie was garbage. Yes. Revolution Ricky says 2,000 bullpucky. Yeah. $2,000 mules. Well, you're most welcome, Suburban Housewife. Oh my gosh. Do I need to even tell you what the energy's like around this? Oh, but look. Look at our, this is Trump's base. This is, oh, look at this glorious $12 million mockable mentary that we have here. And oh yeah, that's the proof.
Mhm.
And history will deem it horse hockey. Not listening to reality. Hello. It's completely debunked. And when this era is done, it will be seen as the ridiculous nonsense that it is. That's what the cards are saying.
Yep.
Karen Conroy saying 2,000 grifts. Kim Larson is saying 2,000 fools. Yeah. Scott Conwell is saying the odds are they were scammed out of the 12 mil. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway. Renier says 2,000 mules believed by 2 million MAGA fools. Mm-hmm. Okay. Lennon is asking, will D'Souza be sued at all for this? Let's have a look. Will D'Souza at 1630, will D'Souza be sued for all of this? Here, I'm going to make myself, when I'm doing the reading, I'm just going to make myself big so it's easier for people to see the cards. Page of Swords. It's a bullying, but it feels really weak. It feels really lame. It just does. Eight of Wands. High Priestess. Ace of Wands. No. I don't think anybody's going to care. I really don't. Oh boy. All right. So.
Okay. I've got those links in the description box.
Thank you. Thank you, Sarah.
You're most welcome, dear.
You are a gem, and I am grateful for you.
All right.
Thank you, Marby.
Oh, that's so sweet, Marby. Okay, before we get diving into questions, there seems to have been some bad news out of Denmark this morning. If we want to take a second and send some good energy to the people of Copenhagen.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So, our first actual question of the day. We're going into Trump / January 6th energy, and we're going to be here a minute. So, at 1840.
Hang on a second. Are we going to cover the? Could we talk about Trump's problems with his neighbors?
Yes, we will move that to the top. Okay, so at 1910. Okay. All right. Trump has been arguing with the neighbors of his New Jersey golf course for the right to create a private family cemetery behind the first hole of the course. Will the Pharaoh get his tomb?
Oh my gosh, where to start? Where to start?
Yes, there's several parts to this, but will the Pharaoh get his tomb? What happens if he wins the case but loses the property? And will there be karmic justice? And after him gutting the EPA, he gets buried in his New Jersey cemetery only for it to end up underwater for eternity. Yuckadoo. Glug glug.
What I was thinking was, oh, he's going to be buried behind a hole.
Stop, Sarah. No jokes.
So for all of eternity, I want to be buried on a golf course.
I could make so many inappropriate jokes. So many.
Is the man going to be buried behind a hole? A hole.
Don't
Because his neighbors are saying, that's really stupid.
Yes. Oh, and then he wants a separate part. He wants to also be able to build a small semi-public cemetery in the back of the golf course where he can sell 300 plots to people who want to be buried near him. Yep.
He sees it as a way to make money.
Oh, yeah.
Neighbors are not happy. There might be some zoning issues.
A few.
And so I do what I want. You really haven't thought this through. Hey, let's go golfing at the Trump cemetery. Yes, Linda Sue. Oh God, the grift. Yes, Kevin Brazil, a death grift. Yes. Oh yeah. Okay. A money-making scheme. Let me just double check it. Is he going to be able to do this?
Oh my God, I didn't
Insult
even
to
think
injury.
there would be a gift shop at his cemetery if he was able to be buried there.
Insult to injury. I think that sums up this whole thing. Oh my gosh, he wants President of the United States put on his tombstone or his crypt or whatever.
He wouldn't just be buried. He'd have like some sort of pentacular mausoleum, like
Spectacular gold.
yes,
Spectacular gold mausoleum. Yes.
yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
In Jersey.
Oh well, this is in Florida, you know.
Well, no, but he wants us to own his Jersey golf course.
Oh, he doesn't want this in Florida?
No, he wants it on his Jersey golf course.
Oh, I didn't know that. All right, but still, big tacky presidential seal.
Mm-hmm.
3 of wands. Oops, it should be on this right. 3 of wands. 8 of cups. No. Lock away. Is this another grift? No, and no. All right. So what was the next? It was. Will he get it done? If he does do it,
What happens? And then he loses the property because in Jersey, part of all of that. I mean,
everything Trump related. Grift Co. It's all part of Grift Co. Boy.
Darren, yes, Florida will soon be underwater, but also New Jersey has a shore. I mean, when it rises, it rises all over the place.
Losing. Whoa. Wow. I just got lightheaded. I just got lightheaded, like being toppled over. I think he's about to get blindsided, even though he's like, yeah, we've given them 1 million documents and we've, done all this stuff. I'm getting a feeling like it's going to be like, wham.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. For the record, I pre-cleared my joke.
Yes.
Y'all heard it, but I can
Yes.
say it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I make a joke about Trump being smacked with balls for all eternity. So bad. But it sort of speaks for itself. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's funny. It's a golf course, Little ears can hear this, and we're talking about a golf course. All right, Knight of Cups. Oh, they're coming. They are coming for Trump the man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. January 6th committee. Fani Willis. Tish James. Disappointment. All the evidence. Yeah. I wouldn't go too far deep into those plans for your big tacky gold mausoleum with the 40-foot presidential seal. I wouldn't go too far on that because there's some people who are going to be this. I'm getting indictments. I'm getting prison. I'm getting. Yeah. Well, good luck. All right, but all right. So even if it goes through, even if he manages to keep, yes, Judy Barth, upcoming questioning for the grand jury in New York. Yes. All right. So even if he managed to get through this, would his tacky gold tomb basically be underwater for the next however, and it would be fitting, karmically fitting at 2730. It would be karmically fitting if he's buried there, or actually, buried anywhere, and ends up underwater for all of time. Yeah. The world. Yeah, well, you gutted the EPA.
Mm-hmm.
8 of Cups, 2 of Cups, King of Cups, glug, glug, Queen of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. Walking away from, hello, we need to do something about the climate. We are going to do something about the climate. We are going to do something about the climate despite what the right wing is doing. Don't cry for Trump, Argentina, or America. Just don't. Yeah, this is. He had his run. He had his whatever. And eternal tackiness guide your way. Bye, Felicia.
Toodaloo. Okay. All right, at 29 even.
I like Anna's comment, poor fish. Oh, that was good, Wheezy Squeeze Box. Well, that's how Drumpf operated his whole life. He was always underwater.
This is true.
That was awesome.
This is true.
Tuxedo Cat, does that mean he'd be swimming with the fishes? This is awesome. I love you guys.
Y'all are so good. Y'all are so good.
Truly, the Graham, he had his 15 minutes of fraud.
All right. At 29:25, Kelly asks, are we preaching to the choir with the January 6 hearings? Will the evidence persuade enough people to vote these bad actors out?
working on both sides. Both sides are working toward truth and not truth. Empress, that's America. Judgment, about his secrets. Oh, you're toast. 3 major arcana. Let me do this. America, judgment, secrets and higher wisdom, major arcana, emphasis on women. Yeah. It is changing minds. Yeah, between the January 6th committee and the Supreme Court, there are minds that are changing as we speak. Yes.
Awesome sauce. Okay.
Thomas Ballantyne is saying, I'm so sorry. Thomas Ballantyne is saying golden tombstone would be switched for copper so the kids get an inheritance. Well, bronze. Copper's expensive, you know.
Yes.
That downgrade his, you know.
Okay. All right. So the January 6th committee member, Adam Kinzinger, says on CNN that new witnesses have come forward in the wake of Cassidy Hutchinson's testimony. Are there any big names we would recognize?
No, Broussard says switch with recycled aluminum. I love you guys. All right, people coming forward. Six of Cups. People coming to the committee. Lots of different people. Oh, Jay Brumley saying the price of copper declined lately. I didn't know that. All right. 3 of Pentacles, King of Wands, Lovers, 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords. Lots of details about him. There's the cult, theft, people that have been forced to be quiet. So people, yeah, they're witnesses. I'm not necessarily getting a big name here, but that doesn't necessarily mean there isn't going to be. I think it's and big name. We don't necessarily want big names. We want people who have corroborating proof. Right. That's what we really want. And that feels like that's what we're going to get.
Good.
Let's see. And we will see. The January 6th committee, they are really laying it out. When government is not hampered by the other side deflecting, I mean, not even making reasonable arguments, just deflecting and, all this kind of garbage. It's amazing how much they can get done. So, yeah, I'm not getting big names. I'm getting what we need.
All right.
So not necessarily what we want, but what we need.
That sounds lovely. I will take that any day of the week. All right. At 3410.
Yes,
Cheney
Evelyn Hartman, credible. Exactly. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. You're really good. Cheney says it's possible the January 6th panel will make a criminal referral against Trump. Could this happen before midterms?
Well, I thought they wanted their report to come out before midterms.
Well, at first they weren't going to make a referral at all.
No. Their final report is supposed to come out before midterms. But will they make a criminal referral for Donald Trump? And unfortunately, that's no guarantee that the DOJ is going to go after him. But I don't know. There was one of Merrick Garland's ex-professors who came forward and said, "Oh yeah, he'd go after Trump." So fingers crossed. The faux victory. Star. 8 of Wands, 4 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Whoa! That was the star card. Just picture a star card right here. So, I mean, Trump was the center of it with all the stars around the big one. And they did a lot to try to install a dynasty, which we cannot have in this country. That's just, no, we don't do that here. Hang on.
Right.
Let me get this. Oh, nay. We don't do that here. So, will the committee refer Donald J. for Genius Trump to for criminal Ace of Cups? Very emotional. My gosh. Talk about, you know how they, for the other times they've referred people to the DOJ, it was in the evening and it was very somber, and imagine the historic nature of doing that for the president.
Wow.
Talk about a piece of tape that will go down through history. Lovers, 5 of Cups, 3 of Cups.
Mm.
The cult members will be disappointed, and we will be celebrating.
I can dig with
On
that.
the parade.
I
Yeah.
can dig with that.
Okay.
Okay. At 37:05. Representative, Adam Schiff says next January 6th committee hearing will include a presentation about far-right groups and those who helped assemble the bombs on January 6th.
I'm sorry, you cut out for a moment.
I'm sorry. Okay.
It will include a far-right groups.
A presentation about far-right groups and those who helped assemble the mobs on January 6th. Will we see evidence of a money trail leading it back to Trump or others? Are we going to follow the money?
You've got Jenny Thomas, you've got Stone, you've got Alex
Somebody
Jones.
paid for all those people to get there.
Kristen from Uncover the News is saying the next hearing might be July 12th. They seem to be doing a Tuesday, Thursday thing. I wonder if they're going to keep on with that. Oh, geez. Okay. All right. If you're wondering, are they really going to have more hearings? I would say yes. Very, very much so.
Here.
7 of Cups, Death card, 8 of Cups, Queen of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. Yeeps. Secret. It feels secretive and lies about the election. Oh, this is the militias. Evidence, and it's going to weaken the Republicans further.
All in all, I'm not seeing anything bad in that.
No. Oh boy.
For the rest of us, yeah.
Yeah. For the future of democracy and decency, and yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 39:30. We are stepping away from Trump land.
Aw.
I know. Bless his heart. We are going into Ukraine and Russia.
Okay.
All right. So propagandists on Russian state TV advocate for creating another Cuban Missile Crisis, this time with hypersonic missiles. in order to extract concessions out of the U.S. They also proposed a total destruction of Ukraine's critical infrastructure and warn other countries, you're next. Will the Biden admin take this to be a threat? If so, will we do something about it?
Okay, well, the one thing to keep in mind here is that there is this news show in Russia where they stand around. It looks like they took the set of Weakest Link
Mm-hmm.
and just turned the lights up.
Right.
And they have 3 people wandering around talking. And they all have their fairly judgy, loud opinions. But once there's a woman there, and once she starts talking, she says the most outrageous things, and everybody is silent. Everyone defers to her when she starts talking because apparently she's the one who has the strongest link to the Kremlin.
Okay.
They've been saying all kinds of stuff. This is a nearly nightly show, I believe, and they've been saying crazy stuff all along. So if they're saying crazy things now, on the one hand, on the other hand,
There's some ass, yeah.
By the way, also, actually, speaking of Hal Sparks, sometimes he has Philip Ittner on with him, who is a journalist in Ukraine, and he was in, was it Odessa? He was somewhere where a hypersonic missile was used, and he's okay, but he said it is weird. It is really weird. The vibration through the ground, the sound of it, it's because he's seen quite a bit of bombing. He's been in situations like this. But he said hypersonic missiles, it's a whole new thing to experience.
Yuckadoo.
Yeah. So, all right.
Apologies for just one quick second. Thomas Ballantyne, when they lay Trump out, can they rest his head on a Mr. Pillow on my pillow? It's horrible. Okay, sorry.
No. I think we're allowed to make jokes if nobody's getting hurt, and Yeah. The man tried to destroy our country, tried to destroy democracy and turn it into an autocracy. I think we can make jokes of after he's gone. Maybe they'll rest his head on a my pillow.
Yeah.
All right, 8 of Cups. Justice, Star, Death. The war is continuing. But this is the West. This is Ukraine. They're keeping balance. There's hope. Unfortunately, there will be more war ahead. But there's it's like 2-1, and this isn't even all what Russia's doing to Ukraine. This is just war. And that's hopeful and balance and for Ukraine. So I'm not getting the super crazy. Yes. Eileen's pointing out that Russia's claiming control of Luhansk as Ukrainian forces retreat. Yeah, but Russia's already admitted that they're running out of weapons. So, yes, Evelyn, and NATO is getting bigger. The Russians on the defensive. Empress, Queen of Swords, 4 of Russia's losing. They don't have the manpower and the parts, and they're weakening.
Well, and that leads us. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Saying that leads us right into the next question. B. Smith wants to know: Will we see decisive NATO military action against Russia within the next month?
Other than just arming Ukraine?
Right. Anything beyond that?
Wow, it feels like my stomach just clenched up at the there are many stomachs that would clench up at the thought of that. Queen of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 3 of Wands, Moon. No.
Okay.
No, but they're gonna we're gonna be giving them lots of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the fighting continues. I'm sorry to say. All right.
We are stepping away from that energy and going into regular U.S. political energy.
Yay.
Yay. Right? At 46:15. Florida offers new training for teachers that says it was a misconception that the founders desired strict separation of church and state. Will dirt be found on DeSantis and his ilk soon that take them down? Because this is just ridiculous.
Bullpucky.
Bullpucky.
Horse hockey. Garbage.
They're in a wash.
Nonsense.
Bullpucky. Yes. Bull shark. Lots of bull shark. Yes.
Separation of church and state was a big thing to them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we're talking Florida?
Talking Florida. We're talking about, will DeSantis go away soon? Will we have something on him soon?
Well, people are suffering. We know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Government. 3 of Cups. Page of Swords. This is his just ongoing bullying, but it feels a little bit smaller.
Okay.
And the government, but the card in the middle, this feels like teachers winning something.
I'm down with that.
Yes, Lisa Graham, gobbledygook. Yes. Revolution Ricky suggests malarkey.
Malarkey.
Death Guard. King of Pentacles. Temperance. Politically, he is the architect of his own political demise, but it's eventually. When he goes down, he's going to go down hard, but
it's going to take a
not
second.
yet.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So at 48:15, Jeff Sitzman would like to know, will the Equal Rights Amendment ever be passed into the Constitution?
Pluto and Aquarius. That would be a very Pluto and Aquarius thing. Ace of Pentacles. Equal pay. That would be awesome. Equal pay would be enforced. I realize I'm just me, but I cannot imagine having 2 people doing the same job.
Yep.
And paying one less. Because they're a woman.
Dante has a special circle for these folks.
Ace of Wands, High Priestess, Temperance. We have to wait. We're still dealing with to far right. We need to get them. They need to be more in the past, and then women can come out of the shadows of I deserve equal pay.
All right.
Personally, I understand there's a security issue in letting people know how much you make. At the same time, I mean, I was good friends with somebody from New Zealand. They have no problem telling you how much they make. They'll just tell you. It's just not a big deal.
Right.
And the more secrecy there is, the more this kind of garbage can go on. But
I agree.
I guess we have to worry about safety and being targeted, and
I don't know. I think that's all. I mean, I think that there's a whole movement now. There's websites now where you can post, I work at this company in this position and I make this much. And you can compare across the board. And I think that's lovely.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we're backing out of that energy now. Here's something Nuclear Magenta asked. At 51:30. Nuclear Magenta asks, will Howard Stern run for president with Bradley Cooper as his running mate? He promises that his first order of business will be to appoint 5 Supreme Court justices to reverse the ruling on Roe. And all I want to know is, are we far from the shallows now? Because that's all I've got that song with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga in my head. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-los. So
Bradley Cooper, Howard Stern, and Bradley Cooper. It's just like, pick a random person. Who would you like to be president or vice president with, Sarah?
I don't know that I would choose them, but I mean, at this point, yeah, I'm thinking if I had to choose random celebrities to be president and vice president, like random alive current. Sorry, Thomas BP Dave Chappelle, stop it. That's all I keep thinking of is memes. Like, y'all got any of them rights over here? I mean, I can't. Okay. For president, I would pick LeVar Burton.
Oh, that would be a good one.
And VP would be Bill Nye.
Aw. No. You yourself would be one or the other.
Oh no. I said if I had to pick 2 people to be president and vice president, I would pick LeVar Burton and Bill Nye. 2 famous folks, if I had to pick. Yeah.
I wouldn't want to put that kind of stress on them.
Have you seen LeVar Burton go off on people on Twitter? He is capable of it, and it is hilarious when he does.
Oh, no. I'm not saying they can't. I'm saying that's an awful lot of the stress to put on those national treasures. So,
this is true.
Kathy Odinson is saying, why are you laughing?
I was reading it as you were saying it. Go ahead.
Chris Evans, he's very politically active, has a lot of empathy, and incredibly intelligent. Krista March suggests Morgan Freeman for president.
Denzel would make a good president.
Yes, he would.
Yes.
I don't know his politics, though. But he'd be very calming.
Yes.
Stern.
Yes, Cameron and Bradley Cooper.
For Howard Stern for president, he knows Trump from way back. He knows the grift. He knows he knows a lot more than we do. And it's not like he holds a whole lot to his. He doesn't really hold a lot of cards to his chest, but still he knows more stuff. He'd be a really good agitator.
Mm-hmm.
But these are not cards of leadership.
Right.
They're really not. And I was curious. So Bradley Cooper for president or vice president. Hello, kitten. No. That would ixnay, nuh-uh, nay.
This is a very creative question, though. I want to thank the person who asked this because we needed to shake all that other energy off. So this is lovely. This has been absolutely lovely.
Hang on a second. Kevin Brazil says Evans is worth 80 million. Nah. Is he? I assume he is. I don't know.
Okay. Oh goodness.
I have opinions on that, but I'll keep those to myself. All right. What else have we got?
Okay. So we are going into international world issues, and at 56:30. Kristen wanted to know, does the extreme right of the GOP have plans for Canada if they get back in power? MTG says Canada, quotes, hates Russians because they are supplying weapons to Ukraine like the United States.
I'm sorry.
So,
what?
Yes.
Okay, let me read this because I missed something there. I am so visual that it can be really hard for me to follow things audibly.
Right. No, you're good. You're good.
Does the extreme right of the GOP have plans for Canada if they get back into power? Marjorie Trader Green says Canada hates Russians because
Because Canada. Yeah.
Canada is supplying weapons to Ukraine like the U.S. Well, let me guess. Marjorie Trader Green put together a sentence that is grammatically incorrect and confusing.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. The they. Dr. Nancy living co-creatively. Evans, Captain America? Question mark, question mark, question mark. He is. His uncle was a representative for a number of years. I mean, recently.
Yeah,
So,
in Massachusetts, yeah.
Canada. Marjorie Trader Green is a bully.
Mm-hmm.
Queen of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Five of Pentacles. No. Do something to Canada. No. Good luck.
Have fun with that.
Yeah. Talk about shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Jolie S. says that John Lithgow is politically active and could smack the GOP down hysterically.
I'd be
There
down
we
with
go.
that. Okay.
Yeah. Trump hates. Kristen from Cover the News is saying Trump hates Trudeau. Did you see the way Melania and Ivanka were looking at him? No wonder he hates Trudeau.
I mean, Trudeau is one of the most handsome men in politics as far as leaders go. So, yes.
I don't know what it is. It must be something astrologically. I don't even understand why I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm like, I can see the symmetry. I can see the youthfulness, the health.
I'm not a part of the. But
Yeah.
I mean, he is, he's a decent looking guy.
Objectively, yes. I don't know why. I just don't. It doesn't hit me. I don't know why. Anyway, but that's me. It's usually astrological. There's usually something astrologically that kicks in, which is why it thinks it's just.
Yeah.
That's usually what it is.
Okay.
Ooh, Dr. Nancy Living Co-Creatively says Lithgow is brilliant. His roots go back to our founding.
Very cool.
Alexander Bellino. He's comely enough.
Okay. 1 hour 30. 30 seconds. All right. Martin Winter asks, as the political atmosphere becomes more and more extreme, will there be a civil war coming in the US or in Europe? Or will we unite against bigger problems such as totalitarian regimes, inflation, etc.?
All right, U.S. Civil War, European Civil War?
Yeah, just a civil war in general. Is there going to be a big one?
That's not a conflict card. That's a I'm out. All right, U.S. Wheel of Fortune. Our astrology is very tense right now, but that doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. Knight of Cups, King of Wands. No, we're just going after the far right. We're just going after the extremists.
Mm-hmm.
And in a sense, that's kind of the difference between. Now, the biggest difference between now and the Civil War in 1860 is, number one, technology.
Mm-hmm.
Two, it's the size of the country. And the sheer, you could geographically, basically, in 1860, you could go, okay, draw a line here. This is the South, and they're banding together. This is the North, and they're banding together.
Right.
And what have you. This is different. This is different, and you've got with the Pluto return. There's much more emphasis on bringing up the corruption and getting rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm getting here. And then for Europe, nah, they got their own problems. Nah, if these are the kind of issues that countries have. Just trying to form a more perfect union of the U.S. or Europe, or trying to be better.
I gotcha. Okay. And Martin also asks our last question of the day. Will we achieve fusion reactors in the next 10 years, and will they be commercially viable?
Sweetheart, how are you doing? Okay. Fusion reactors, what do you think? What do you think? Fusion reactors could keep you warm in the winter. Let's see. Fusion reactors. How are we going to get fusion reactors? No. They're working on it. That's a lot of study. Can't see my cards. Hanged Man, 9 of Pentacles, Strength. We'll get there eventually. We'll get there.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm here. So, but all that's coming. There are also some crazy batteries coming. Crazy batteries, like that last stupid amounts of time, like longer than the products themselves. Yeah, there's some potentially just wild stuff on the horizon. Potentially on the horizon. Yeah.
That is cool.
Oh yeah. Like take care of yeah. Anyway, that's a whole different day though. All right. That's going to do it for us. For all of us. You're so good. Yes, you are. You're so good.
Yes.
All right, and maybe put this back to something reasonable. And thank you, Miss Sarah, for all your help this week. I really appreciate it. I'm so happy.
Oh,
when
no
you come on.
problem. No problem.
And thank you, everybody, especially for being so nice to Sarah. I really appreciate that.
Well, I've enjoyed hanging out with you guys. So definitely,
And of
we'll have to do it
and of
again
course-
soon.
Yes, and of course, you are always welcome. Any chance I can spend time with you, I'll take it. All right. Have
All right.
a wonderful rest of your day, everybody. At 4 o'clock, it is 1:12 here in Chicago and in Louisiana.
Yes.
And at 4 o'clock, we'll both be over at Book Art Media to do creative sprints. And yeah, other than that, I'll be right back here tomorrow. Tomorrow's 4th of July. And I've got something planned.
Ooh.
I've been holding on to this one for a couple of months.
Mhm.
So that'll be tomorrow. And then things will go kind of back to normal. So anyway, have a wonderful rest of your day. You're not alone. We are in this together. And there are good days ahead. There really are. All right.
Yes.
Take care. We'll see you right back here tomorrow. Oh, little scratch.